Greetings, gang. Some of you have asked for a little primer on Zoom and how things get set up. You will receive the link or click on the link that I put up in the Meetup message board, and it should open right up to a window just like I've got looking at myself here. Um, in that window, you will have an option to screen share. If you drag your mouse down to the bottom line at the bottom of the image or window, you'll see that there's a whole menu there, and share screen is one of them. And if I click on mine right now, this is what you get to start with. Under basic options, you get to either do the entire desktop or whatever other thing you might want to show individually. I would suggest if you're going to do multiple applications, like go from Lightroom to Photoshop and back again, that you might want to share the desktop, because if you don't, then only Lightroom will show up when you want to be looking at something else. So this is Lightroom. These are some images from my backyard that we'll talk about down the road when we have our powwow. But I don't need to go to all of them. But I did do a star trail in my backyard. Um, when it comes time to stop the share, there's a red stop share button to click up at the top. So I believe we're set up in the meeting so that anybody can share their screen. If not, it's kind of pointless because we're going to be talking about the images that you took in your own backyard. So you'll need to be able to share your screen. The one thing that I will ask is if we get several people in here, it's helpful if everybody has their microphone muted. That way we're not getting the dog barking in the background or the fridge closing when hubby gets the beer or whatever's going on. So just mute your mic until you want to speak. And if you want to say something, just wave your hand. I'll be looking at a gallery view, which you'll have the opportunity to do too, up in the upper right-hand corner when there's more than one person in the meeting. There's a gallery view option, and you can see up to 49 people at one time. So that is, I think, all we need to talk about, except one other thing. If you want to be able to put a background up, like I've got a twirl up behind me now, if you've installed their software, and I hope you have, up in the upper right-hand corner, at least on a Mac, there's a little camera. If you click on that, you get a menu. If you scroll down to video settings, you will get a menu of a bunch of stuff. The one you're interested in the most at this point is virtual backgrounds, and you can change it by clicking whichever virtual background you might want to get to. And if you get clever, you can put the right thing in and set yourself up so that you're framed with your background. So I was doing that the other day with this Andina warbird that I did in the backyard the other day. So there are a lot of things you can do. I have one light on me, and there's a window next to me that I've got kind of diffused with a piece of white fabric, so it's not quite so bright. Actually, it's the brightest side, but it helps if you light with a constant light. I'm using a $6 shop light from Lowe's with a little piece of white fabric around it, so it diffuses it a little bit. So that's all you need. It's not a very expensive thing with a fluorescent bulb in it. So if there are other options that you want to put together in here, go through it and go to town. Do what you got to do, but just make sure you can see and hear the audio and share your screen. So that's what we need to be concentrating on while we're doing the meeting on what's cooking in my backyard. So if you have any questions or I haven't covered everything you need, let me know. I will say that Zoom has some sizing requirements for the images that you use in the background. I didn't. These are straight out of Lightroom. I didn't size them any differently than I would anything else. So they are here at 2048. They are 2048, but I haven't changed any other parameters. They're not been adjusted any other weird way. So anyway, if you have any questions, shoot me a message in the meetup. I'll see it in the email string, and we'll go from there. So hope that answered them. All right, take care. Happy shooting. See you in a week or so. Bye.